Wait, so what do you want your next tattoo? Or yeah, your next tattoo. Oh wait, you said you don't know, right?
I don't know, but
You want like colors or just black and white?
I
Black and
don't
gray.
just. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really have anything like memorable that I would want to like tattoo really.
Yeah.
So like, I mean maybe like my dog.
That's what I did.
Okay. Yeah, maybe something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But anything like I don't know. I'd rather. Even though it sounds stupid, I'd rather have something like that just looks cool,
Mm-hmm.
other than something that like is memorable and no one will ever know what it means.
Yeah. No, people used to say that all the time, like, oh, your tattoos have to have a meaning. They actually don't.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to be something that you really like and you know it's going to be there forever and you're, like, happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some of mine, I mean, most of mine have a story behind them. And yeah, my arm might be a bad example because everything on my arm, I think, has, like, a story. But there are some that people are like, oh, what does it mean? And there's no real story behind it. I just say, like, I wanted it, so that's what I got, dude. Like, a lot of the tattoos I have now are tattoo ideas that I had when I was like 15. I actually drew a picture of my arm with tattoos on it, and a lot of those tattoos are now on my arm. And I've gotten some of these in recent years. I knew I wanted New Jersey here. I knew I wanted a tiger lily. I already had the star. I knew I wanted the tough love thing.
Yeah, you've had that star for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, I think that was my first one. I knew I wanted a heart, like a human heart. And, yeah, some of the little ones are just fillers. Oh, and I knew I wanted my dog's face there. So, yeah, most of my arm is exactly what I wanted it to be when I was, like, 15. And I still, like, over 10 years later, I still want the same stuff. So it's like, all right, if I went 10 years without it and still want it, I could probably go the rest of my life and be happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have to be, you know, take it from the tattooed person. It doesn't have to be something super meaningful. It just has to be something that, like, you like and you know you're going to continue to like.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably, my next tattoo will probably be like a really detailed thing of my dog, probably.
There you go. Do you know where you would get it?
Like,
Do you still want to cover it, by the way? No, I mean, like, wear on your arm or something?
Probably my arm. Or
Like shoulder or something?
something like that. I have like pretty skinny arms though, so like, I don't know how you'd be able to like
Yeah, I have
fit it.
small, like, forearms, wrist area,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah. I mean, my first tattoo ever was right here on my forearm, so there's kind of no going back at that point. But for you, I'd say like upper arms, chest, back is probably a good place to start instead of down here. I mean, jobs don't really care anymore. I don't think it really matters. I would say just don't do like your hands and stuff.
Yeah. I do want to get this covered up though for sure. Eventually. I don't know what with, but like.
Wait, let me see it again. Is there any way you would get it covered up with essentially the same thing but bigger? You know, that way it's like instead of like a dinosaur just put on top of it. Like, would you get like a Naruto style tattoo over
Actually,
top
that's
of
what I
it?
was thinking. Like,
Because you could do it
something
like this big to cover it up. I mean, it might be expensive. But
yeah, something like
my
well,
bad.
you know what's actually crazy? Naruto isn't my favorite anime anymore.
That's
It's
not-
my second favorite.
Okay,
But-
so you remember how I said before it has to be something that you know you're gonna like forever? Like, I actually hate it now. I'm gonna set that on fire later.
I mean, I still love Naruto, but
Yeah.
I watched the anime like a year ago now, and
What if you did like a whole
So-
anime leg sleeve type of thing?
that would I mean if it as long as it looks cool and I could find like a good thing
Mm-hmm.
to like a good like picture of what I want,
Mm-hmm.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah. Because there's an idea right there. I actually have, believe it or not, this is actually a cover-up. The picture of my dog.
What was it covering?
It was actually just simply my dog's name right down here, the
Oh.
dark part. I just, in recent years, I stopped liking words and quotes and stuff on me. I kind of
Yeah.
like pictures instead. Because the picture, I want the picture to represent what I want it to say, the words. Like, I have a skeleton Statue of Liberty up here. So rather than getting, give me liberty or give me death, that I just get a picture that kind of says it for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This is a cover up too a little bit. It just covers up the bottom of the New Jersey thing, the tail loop down. You could probably see where the tail was. it felt like a weird, awkward gap. So I wanted like something there to cover that.
Yeah.
So it just covered a small piece of it.
Does that hurt? Cause like your like thing is like right there, right?
The bone.
Yeah.
Most people say that it hurts. I'm weird. I think the ones that people say are fine, I think those hurt, and I think the painful spots are the least painful to me. Like I have my whole friggin' elbow done, man. Like it goes right over the elbow, the tip of the elbow. This one touches that weird bone right here. Hey, we're talking about tattoos.